Okay, in this video we've got a Mountfield RS 100, 100cc lawnmower. Essentially it just keeps cutting out. Not entirely sure why, so we'll give it a little bit of a service. I mean, this thing's 5 years old, it's never had a service, and yeah, we'll see what the problem is. Gonna start by tearing the air filter off, undo the two bolts that are holding the air filter housing on. Once that's removed, we can get to the carb. We'll remove that, give that a good clean down, and see if there's anything a little bit further down potentially causing us a problem. Right, so now we've got this carb closer up, we can sort of see how bad it really is. It's covered in grass, obviously, a fair amount of gunk on it, but yeah, let's see what the inside looks like. As you can see, I've just sort of cleaned down most of the gunk that was on the top of it, just so that, you know, it makes it easier for cleaning later. Okay, yeah, I mean it's not the dirtiest carb I've seen. It's incredibly clean for what I was expecting, but again, we'll continue and give the jets a good blast through, just to make sure. Just going to be using a little bit of petrol just to give that all a clean down. The petrol that I'm using is, obviously, as you can see how yellow it is, it's not exactly fresh petrol, so it's good enough for cleaning, but I'm not going to stick it in any motors. You can see the amount of carbon that's built up on the spark plug. Yeah, this thing's been really well used. So I'm just going to clean off all the carbon that's caked on there, because that can't be helping. And then I'm going to realign the spark plug to just get it to carry on as it was. And now we've got the fuel tank, just going to give that a good clean down. I'm going to get all the rubbish off the outside first, because, well, I'm not throwing that fuel in there, because more bits will end up sticking in than coming out. So get all the rubbish off the side, make sure it's nice and clean, and then throw some fuel in there, give it a good shake, and try and get as much of that out as possible. Right, now it's on to changing the oil. This, I believe, hasn't been done since the mower's been bought, so I'm quite curious to see how bad this oil is. And yeah, we'll get a good look at that, but so far it's not looking good, colour wise anyway. And as you can see, I've made a little bit of a mess with the oil, but I'll get that all cleaned up. Yeah, you can see how black that oil is. It's supposed to be crystal clear. Obviously it's not going to be as soon as I put fresh oil in it, so I'm going to put a bit of oil in it, turn it over a few times, and then give it fresh oil again. Empty it and give it fresh oil, and then once this is done, I'd say about 10 or so cuts, check its oil and probably replace again. And now for the new stuff. This stuff takes 10W40, so I believe it's about 800 mil. Oh, actually no, this one's not. It's more like 300 mil. Sorry. Just gonna fill it with oil. Make sure it's at the right sort of level, and then we'll give this thing a good test. Okay, so yeah, that did test all fine. It did stutter, and then sort of smoke a fair amount. But that all tested fine. I'll give it a quick mow over. And yeah, cut the grass fine, didn't have a problem. All in all, I'd say it's a success. Moral of the story is, well, just keep on top of servicing. But then again, I mean, it's lasted well for how long it has. But that's enough for today. Please like and subscribe for more. Thank you very much.